recording again, so welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I am Alex. This is the Star Trek New Horizons mod for Stellaris. The Borg are kind of like a crisis. Here, let me do something. Load this, my dude. Species 845. There's a couple of crises in the game. Like, we skipped a crisis. We're supposed to have the Zindi crisis happen really early on, which is a series of events that, if you don't deal with it properly, ends up with Earth getting destroyed. The Borg aren't a crisis so much as a faction, and they are not doing that hot. Wow. Well, they start out with only Unicomplex 1, so I guess they're expanding okay. You eventually get species... The Undine? No. That's not the right word. Maybe it is Undine. The shapeshifters from fluidic space, I cannot remember their name. They're a crisis. They show up. Apparently, they're not that big of a deal. Later on, you get the Dominion having some events that make them take off. The Borg will have a civil war that splits them in two. I think Bajor has some stuff. Every major faction has different crises and events that happen to them, which is pretty cool. But the actual late game crises, I've never gotten to playing this mod, just because it takes so long to get there. Because it's a really big map.
Tile clear.
Alright, Voyager, what are you doing? You're going here. I think, seeing how many minerals we're sitting on, we can afford to just redouble our expansion efforts.
Technology discovered.
I don't think that we can afford... No, we can't afford any more scientists, which is really a pity, because more survey ships would make it easier to expand faster. Ooh, leader lifespan would be quite nice. The Borg are incredibly overpowered. Their ships are amazingly good. They can also invade planets and just kidnap population from planets to turn into more Borg. They're very, very interesting. One of the great reasons to pick up this mod, because every major faction, whether it be the United Federation, or the Romulans, or Cardassians, or the Dominion, or the... That was weird. Huh. I should not be able to do this. Okay. Or the Borg, or other powers over here, all have special mechanics going on with them. It's pretty cool. But dilithium recrystallization chamber. Yeah, this is a better version of the dilithium refinery, which I should have but don't have. Dilithium should be able to...
Initiating communications.
Dilithium makes it... You turn raw dilithium into refined dilithium, which makes your fleet capacity go up. Which, if I were more aggressive, I'd be focusing on, but instead I'm just trying to push out our borders as much as possible. Somebody's already expanding there. That's already done. Man, we're just surveying so slowly. No? Okay.
Construction complete.
Research, observation outpost. Get in here. Give me... Yeah, Yeah, this is a bit of an issue. It's not that hard to resolve. It's actually really easy to fix, but Vega colony going all the way down. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Go all the way down there. But it really doesn't cost us what we get maintenance up by 16%, and we're still rolling in energy and minerals. I'm not too worried about that. We'll get through. How big is this? I don't know how strong these are, and I don't know how strong these are. There's a lot here. Wow. Okay, we can't take that. And we... I don't want to mess with that. But that I can take. Why don't you go survey that next?
Construction complete.
No, it's very okay. I don't mind backseat gaming if, and only if, the person's actually better at the game than me. It's not impossible to do, but it's remarkable how often people backseat game, and I was getting this a lot in EU4 when I was streaming it, suggesting terrible courses of action. And in Subnautica. But I can be really bad about backseat gaming, especially when I'm watching people on YouTube, because it's too late to actually say anything about what they're doing. I tend to be the kind of person who will watch someone play a game and just be like, no, I have to go pick up that game and play it because it's driving me insane how bad they are at it. I put in quite a few hours into this. It's amazing we haven't gotten into a real war yet. How many hours do I have in Stellaris? 754. Yeah, that's a big number.
Survey complete.
Yeah,
Anomaly detected.
the delay you can set to be shorter, but the delay also makes it so that, like, if there is a technical error, or if somebody accidentally puts confidential information on screen, that you could cut the stream before it goes live. That's a very rare occurrence. Do we already have somebody going here? Yeah. So Lavanda is done. Yeah, I have somebody surveying that, surveying that. You two are in your own federation. So what that means is we need to focus on annexing Betazoids. No problem. That'll go by quickly. And then we join their federation. We join the Just Compact. So that will be totally fine. I think this might be the last hour I'm going to stream for tonight, because I've been sitting down for 4 or 5 hours and want to go stretch my legs. I'm going to be back on tomorrow with something. I have not decided. Okay, they are at 54%. I'm just going to do high intensity and hope that this fully integrates them. Hopefully I'm not overspending, but if I am, it's okay.
Tile clear.
It's fine. We have someone coming here. The music's very dramatic right now. Ferengi declared Breen to be their rivals. I don't think I've seen a single war happen, except the civil war that happened earlier over here. No, but they still haven't fought each other. The House of Martek and the House of Osto are still independent.
Plan.
And still at war, with nothing happening.
Rule of acquisition number 34. War is good for business.
Terrible deals. Okay. Land clearance is really good. It lets small planets get bigger, but that's a very, very late game thing. We're not going to need that. Starbase upkeep is kind of important. It will allow us to keep more energy credits. More importantly, it gets us further to completing the Frontier group, which gives us 2 more core sector systems, which isn't a huge deal. More importantly, however, we'd get an Ascension perk. The Ascension perk I have in mind is Interstellar Dominion, which makes Starbase influence cost 20% cheaper. That might not seem like a lot, but our influence gain is pretty limited. Wow, we have a lot of neo-transcendentalists. It's our 3rd biggest faction. They're mad because there's no religious schooling, we're not harmonious, and we're not spiritualist. Yeah. Can I suppress you? No, not doing that. The 1.4 we get from this should be good enough. You want free education. Do I not have free education or... okay. I can do this. Education. Free higher education. Okay. You are slightly happier, though not significantly slightly happier.
Anomaly detected.
Dimensional disturbance. Ooh. No, this is a... well, that image is Star Trek, so this might be. The debris field, which TFL-66 is a part of, rolls and swirls under the influence of unknown forces. No, I think this is a vanilla event.
Survey.
Cannot recall. The Kelvin's done here. Survey the Virginis system. Let's go ahead and have you build a starbase up here. I might have overdone it on construction ships, but whatever. Better too many than too few. Trade attractiveness is nice. The blockers, though, that's even better. Do we have any more colonizable planets? No, is colonizable. Over 60%. Huh, we do. Who wants to colonize us? Klingons. Okay. That's an okay spot, but it would only benefit this and this. So this would benefit 3 things if we put it here, so let's do that. That'll be Vega Prime. Then Vega 9 is colonizable by Novans, Denobulans, humans. I'm assuming Denobulans are still less populous than either Novans or humans. Here? That would 1, 2, 3. This would 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's put it here. Can't call it Vega Prime, because we're already going to have one. And then this, let's give it to the Novans, because I don't think I've given them very many colonies. This would support 3. Yep, that's the best one. Beautiful. I know we don't need more colonies, but it's there. We can, so why not?
Construction complete.
Okay. Build mining, build research, pop in here, get me traffic control. I want to manage a fleet. Give me a new fleet. This is only destroyers. Each destroyer is how many fleet capacity? 10. I can support all of 2. I could buy this. Let's just wait. Let's wait until I expand my fleet capacity a little bit. I imagine there's quite a bit of upgrading I could probably do here. No? Nope. No. No. Nope. Wow. Okay, maybe not. There's a lot of passive upgrades, but no active upgrades. That's surprising. No. My pulse phase cannons are way better than they used to be. But the rest of this does stay the same. Huh. Yep. Okay. Cool, fair enough. Go ahead and upgrade. 78 whole minerals. Oh man. Very expensive. You need to go home and upgrade. I go. Go all the way back to Earth. S'il vous plaît.
Tile cleared.
The Tamarian Unity is looking quite large. Oh, their name isn't mastered anymore. Good. I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that not being obscenely large. I love Bajor being the same size as the Cardassian Union. That is some weird stuff. The Zenkethi are doing fairly well. We're a little boxed in, but it's okay. It could be far worse. We can update or upgrade another one of these. Our governor on Alpha Centauri Prime has been found dead. The perpetrator was caught trying to make an escape with an assassin sent by the Zenkethi Union. So we can keep the assassin as an information source and get 125 influence, or we can gain hostility forgiven. No. They hate us. No, 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 no. Keep assassin as an information source. That is obviously the best way to do it. The Pranav Goida. So Pranav was my awesome governor who I was hoping would never die. Yep. Well, that happens. Gonna have our first Klingon or Vulcan. Wait, we might actually have Vulcans in the government, because they look very similar to humans.
Affirmative.
Let's take a look here. Do I have any human? Alright, we're a little human dominated here. Let's rename the Gazelle for our beloved governor. The Shellyak aren't expanding. Maybe I should have played on a harder difficulty. Not that I want to be fighting a lot with someone, just because it seems like they might need help. Some of these minor empires are doing great. The Bino are going absolute ham, but since our initial settlement on Chi Draconis Prime, several anomalies in the planet's biosphere have been discovered. The ecosystem is unstable and has not developed according to the projected models of a world of this type. Our scientists suspect outside tampering, and their suspicions have been confirmed. A few of our colonists have stumbled across a large underground terraforming complex that was built thousands of years ago. The terraforming process, leaving the planet's biosphere... the equipment was deactivated in the middle of the terraforming process, leaving the planet's biosphere in its currently unfinished state. If we supply enough power, we should be able to reactivate the machinery. Though there's no telling what the end result will be like.
Log updated.
Who cares? Resume process. We have enough planets. What's one more? It'll be sad if this one goes, but not that sad. Oh, that's why. I was really confused at why spiritualism was on the rise. It's because the Klingons and the Vulcans we have are spiritualist. And I'm trying to give them more colony space. Yeah, that's awkward. The aborted terraforming process on Chi Draconis Prime has finally been completed. After seeding the atmosphere with billions of terraforming nanites, the alien bioengineering machinery has significantly altered conditions on the planet's surface. The ecosystem and climate have stabilized, and a new alien biota adapted to this climate has been introduced. Marshland. Okay, that's not that bad. The USS Jaeger never made it all the way to TFL-66 to study the anomalies surrounding it. The ship, along with science officer Michael Lambert and crew, blinked out of existence as it was navigating the debris field, and then reappeared minutes later. The science officer reports that they found themselves, briefly, in extra-dimensional space. External viewports revealed that they were surrounded by countless ships of alien design, suspended in a seemingly endless void. Before the crew could get their bearings, the vision abruptly faded, and they found themselves back in regular space. However, roughly half the crew are missing. Science officer Michael Lambert speculates this may have been selectively trapped by unknown mechanism in that strange space. Now, this would normally mean that we were going to deal with one of the endgame crises from vanilla Stellaris, or increase our chances of it, but it probably won't do that here. What? Due to major clerical error, parts of Axanar have fallen behind in infrastructure maintenance and accommodation services. The people live in rather bleak conditions and will not tolerate it for long. Remedying these problems will cost us time and effort. So either we get one sprawling slum in an industrial wasteland, or lose energy. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of influence. Yeah, I'm going for that. I was laughing that off, like, no, of course I'm not going to spend influence, but all that unity, yes. Alright, so the missing members of the USS Jaeger and its crew, thought lost to the dimensional rift, have reappeared. They hailed us from on board an unknown vessel not entirely dissimilar from our own ships, idling close to where it originally experienced a dimensional disturbance. They claimed to remember nothing of their time outside of our dimension aside from a vague awareness of having been away for some time. They wished for nothing but to return to service under Science Officer Michael Lambert and intend to surrender the ship to human authorities. Yeah, dope. We get the other science ship with the cool look to it, but it's a Stellaris designed ship that we can never upgrade, and it's actually really bad, so we're just going to disband it immediately. Unscannable object. An object that reflects our sensors have been located in the Beta Comae. Wait a minute. I don't like the look of this crystalline asteroid. Oh, okay, yeah. It had been located in the Beta Comae parentheses asteroid field near W1HT668. Visual observation has identified the object as polygonal in shape, but due to lack of scanner data, little else is known. Open it? What? Well, we'll see in 2 months. Ah, yeah, this is fun. Several population districts on Al-Riji are reporting people falling ill on an unprecedented scale. Anyone affected by one of the disease's many strains can barely move and are succumb to vile extrusions. If left uncontrolled, the sickness might be the end of the colony. Build a hospital. So, hospital becomes a structure. Basically, we put a pop in the hospital. Once they're there long enough, they'll get cured, and we have to do that for every pop on the planet. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Our deep space tracking array on Beta Prime have made an alarming discovery. A large asteroid is headed towards the moon on a direct collision course. Should it impact the surface, the consequences would be disastrous. Okay, we'll just grab our fleets, right-click on this. Will you get here in time? Probably not. Well, that's okay. The emergency clinic on Al-Rij has seemed to be able to cure its test group of their illness. We should send more for treatment. So you go there, you go there, you go there. Excellent. Do you have like an immunity indicator? No. Alien infection. Wait. You're not infected. You seem to be infected.
Technology discovered.
The emergency clinic has cured its test group. We should send more there for treatment. Ah, no. The last of the infected on Al-Riji is no more. It appears that the disease cannot spread to any new hosts at this point. So, we get a bunch of influence, a bunch of society points. More importantly, this becomes a plague memorial, and we get monthly unity from it, which is quite nice. We have 2 idling science ships because you start getting this big, it starts getting a little difficult to keep track of absolutely everything going on at once. Tenebria, we're already moving toward. Virginis, we're already moving toward. Theta Sculptoris, we were not moving toward. Great. Sinkhole removal is on. Quicksand removal is next. Can we really not? Oh, I can't invite the Trill. I don't want to invite the Trill. Vote no. What? Yeah, I want to invite the Trill once we get the Betazoids and we join this Federation up here. We want to hijack this coalition and then start adding the people we actually want to it. But not today. Not yet. Alright, Lalanda. Wow, that is a lot of stations we're not building.
Tile clear.
I'm just going to hop in here, build a bunch of trade depots, We really arguably there's there's a good argument for, hey, maybe you'll need more than one shipyard. True, maybe, but then again, maybe not. Not for a while anyway. Invite Trill administration has failed. Yeah. Okay. You need work. Well, there you go. Done. We failed to stop the asteroid that was heading for the planet. Yep. No surprise there. Collided with the moon's surface, causing widespread devastation. And untold suffering. Millions are dead. Yep. Sad. Oh, wow. We lost everything on it. Because we only had one pop on the planet. Well, that happened. This is no longer a sector. Whoops. Just go ahead and recolonize that. My bad. Oops. And that is a notable consequence to having an empire this large and only a small fleet that can't get from A to B. Sometimes bad things happen and you can't intervene quickly enough.
Discovered.
That's why large empires typically have fairly decentralized militaries. Military war corps is the way to go here. It improves a significant bonus to defensive and offensive capabilities, whereas exploration warp engines are faster,
Technology discovered.
but in the long run not better. I can really build another starbase, huh?
Survey complete.
Okay. We now are bordering the Ferengi up here. Wow. Don't love that. Do not love that. Ah, Mars Development Project. No one knew what Utopia Colony, one of the smallest settlements of Mars, was eventually picked for this project. No doubt, there was a great deal of politics behind the decision in an attempt to promote the frontiers of the newly settled planets. The Confederated Martial Colonies have decided that they will initiate a construction project that will rival any of that on Earth. Still, it was a tiny hamlet on the Utopia Plantatia lava plain that would become the site of the Starfleet's main fleet yard. Within a month of the project, the small town was transformed. Within 2 months, the foundations of a superstructure were placed 16,000 kilometers above the colony in synchronous orbit. Now the Utopia Plantation fleet yards fill the sky with dozens of giant ship docks. Star docks? Ship docks. This adds 4 shipyard capacity. It's real good. Yeah, the Ferengi, I'm okay with them. They grew on me, but they can be... They were a little overdone in DS9, yeah. Quark, I liked enough. Rom,
Technology
nah.
discovered.
There were some real questionable episodes with the Ferengi in
Initiating
them.
communications.
Then again, I like the Ferengi way more than I like the Talaxians or the than I like some of the characters on Star Trek Voyager. Fabricated colony structures, yeah. Alright, pause. Zendi Cebu. Go ahead and build everything we can here. Traffic control. So, Betazoid houses, 108% complete. Welcome to the United Federation of Planets. Dope. We no longer have a coalition. So that goes away. Cool. United Federation, yeah, you go into Colony World, I'll colonize some stuff for you. But that means I can join you.
Initiating communications.
Change our color slightly. Exciting. And I have to do the fun thing of offering association stuff. Are you in a different... Oh, you're in a defensive pact. Okay.
Rule of acquisition number
Association
34.
status. Oh, God. Do you want to be associated? No. Do you want to be associated?
Give the patah.
No.
Give the patah.
No. Nausicaans? Nope. Beta Raijo? Nope. Sona. You poor bastards. Yeah, you do. Cool. Now I can start integrating these two. Yeah, Talaxians as a species I didn't have a problem with. It was really just Neelix that I could not stand. Our migration treaty had turned out to be a serious mistake. Nah, come on, don't be like that. Get associated. Dilithium recombination yeah, advanced cruiser design. It's very cool.
Establishing colony.
Cool. I think we're good. Yeah, alright. I'm feeling okay about this. There's plenty of room for us to expand northward. Puzzling Polygon. The USS Jaeger crew has recovered the reflective polygonal object near W1HT668, bringing it on board for detailed study. The object's most intriguing quality is its ability to reflect most types of low-frequency energy beams directed toward it. High-frequency energy beams, however, remain unaffected, making the object's properties useless with regards to any potential fleet defense applications. Despite extensive examination, the USS Jaeger research team has been unable to determine the function origin of this peculiar polygon. It appears to be hollow, but its metalloid surface is engraved with some sort of nice scientific notation. The full meaning of this codified data eludes us. Michael Lambert believes it to relate to wormhole metrics. Our research team was able to glean some fascinating insight in wormhole theory by studying these notations. Whatever purpose this object was created for, however, still a mystery. Interesting.
Ships upgraded.
Yo, Uridians, you want in? No, I'm too far away. Figured. Doesn't hurt to ask, but...
Initiating communications.
No.
Rule of acquisition number 34. War is good for business.
I would like a starbase here, pretty please. Radio. So there's nobody in this space right now. There should be the Zindi. The Zindi should be the thing bottling us in right here. But because we never had the Zindi crisis, they just don't exist. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's a little disappointing. I did send someone here, right? Yeah, somebody is on their way. It's just very far. How we doing on piracy? 21%. It's getting better by the day. Food. Ooh, polaric ion power station. Well, I will never build this, but it's dangerous and rare, so I want it.
Construction complete. Technology discovered.
I'm curious what's going on in these four systems, why no one's moved in to colonize them. Prefabricated colonial structures, army upkeep. Now, we're not really rocking an army, but sensors have detected an object of indeterminate size in orbit of Arcturus 1. But that is okay. I'd love for additional leader capacity. There are technologies that will get us that. I would like them sooner than later so I can get some more colonists out there. Oh, I should probably cave and build some dilithium refineries. I just really don't like to. So Earth is looking finished, or at least good. These pops are growing very slowly. Yeah, because of low habitability, slow breeders. God. Yeah. Not ideal. Could be worse, but not ideal. Alpha Centauri Prime has nothing on it. Good, good, yep. I've definitely neglected this.
Establishing colony.
Okay, well, probably have to choose between colonies soon. Just go ahead, plop down all of the structures that I might want here. Oh, this is actually quite a nice little planet.
Construction complete.
Physics output is boosted. Physics output, really? From having a hallucinogen on the planet. Nope, no, doesn't make sense to me. I accept it, doesn't make sense to me. I would imagine, like, social output because of weird interactions between people or something like that. Do I want this to be food? Yeah, this planet has very little food, and I prefer for this to be self-sustaining. I really like most of my colonies to be self-sustaining, if at all possible. Oh wow, wild storms and bleak. What a lovely place. No, not at all a terrible place to live. Objects in space. After several hours of searching, the USS Cortez seems to be about to give up the search for the mysterious signal. However, science officer detects a very subtle shift in subspace that indicates the presence of an object hidden in plain sight. Science officer suggests that a concentrated tachyon emission from the USS Cortez main deflector dish may be sufficient to reveal the object. So activate the beam. Yes, the mod does work for 2.1. The 2.1 compatibility patch was out like the day after 2.1 came out, and it accompanied a cool patch. There's some cool updates in the most recent version of the mod, like more dynamism in what civilizations get big, like the binars here never used to get big. The introduction of neutral zone mechanics, which I haven't come across yet. The introduction of 5 or 6 new factions, like the Zinkethi Coalition over here, and a bunch of other cool stuff I've totally forgotten about. So we've gotten the tachyon burst successfully revealed the object. It appears to be similar in function to a human probe, complete with some sort of cloaking technology to hide it from most attempts at detection. Upon sensing it had been discovered, the probe attempts to activate a self-destruct mechanism, no doubt a safety measure to prevent acquisition. The quick thinking of the USS Cortez tactical officer, however, places a low-intensity phaser discharge into the source of the power spike, sufficient to disable but not destroy the probe. The probe is tractored into the cargo hold where the USS Cortez science and engineering teams can examine it. After several hours, they believe to have accessed its main memory core and the data contained within. The probe itself appears to be ancient, so much so that the species that launched it may not exist, no longer exist. The data is corrupted and heavily fragmented, but the crew is able to piece together a portion of the probe's navigational memory. Science get!
Establishing colony.
Okay. Still don't have too many colonies, but we're getting there. You get a mine. You get a mine. You get a mine. I'm very interested to see what Stellaris does with planet organization, because there's been a lot of grumbling from myself and others about how much micromanaging is necessary to organize planets. Is it worth trying? I think it's worth trying. I like it quite a bit. It's worth trying if you like Star Trek alone, because there's a lot of things, if you like the intellectual property, you'd be excited about, but also because the mod adds a lot of cool mechanics, like the United Federation of Planets forming out of a coalition, absorbing all your coalition members' planets. Pretty cool. The Borg being able to kidnap pops from other planets and turn them into more Borg. Pretty cool. The Dominion starts out with pops that grow really, really, really slowly, but you're start the game able to clone other species, building them like robots in the vanilla game, but requiring special resources to undergo that cloning process, so you have to engage with some cool mechanics there. And Coalition, the Federations. I guess, are they called Federations in vanilla? God, I can't remember. But lots of cool little things like that. Most of the major factions in the game have unique mechanics to them, which are very interesting. I have enjoyed playing with it a lot. Yeah. The robots in vanilla play like the clones in this mod do. There's a decent wiki that covers. There's a decent Wikipedia page that covers some of the mechanics and functions added in this mod, but really a lot of it you just have to find out by playing around with it. The community's pretty quiet. The subreddit in particular for this mod is a pretty quiet place. They're all very polite and nice people, but it's not it's no Kaiserreich subreddit. Oh my god. So many buildings. This is what happens when you neglect it. Wow, we ran out of minerals. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I was expecting to eventually, but didn't realize I'd put off that much building.
Technology discovered.
Combined arms, very cool. Let's go for interstellar logistics. Fleet command limit going up. Will be nice. Not immediately useful because I've been severely neglecting our naval capacity. That's okay. You don't... Do you need to... Yeah, okay. I didn't build anything here at all yet. The soundtrack's good. Soundtrack, I think, might be a separate mod included with it. Let's see. I think it's included as a separate mod just because audio files are so big. So Star Trek New Horizons and then Star Trek New Horizons content submod are two separate things. The submod adds some music, some UI, some ships, stuff like that. Like the ships and buildings of all the major factions in this game are special. Like here, let me show this off real quick. Yeah, save over that. If I hop in to observe here, we can go up to the Borg, and if I can find their fleet. No, this is not your fleet. This is a science vessel. All the same, they have very, very different looking ships. This your... No, that's... Here we go. This makes this a lot easier. Close that. This. Offensive Asset 3. They have cool little probes, cones. Eventually they get spheres and cubes and weird shapes. Yep, the Klingons are in the middle of a civil war right now, but they're doing okay. Let's find their fleet and take a look at it. Nope, those are pirates. Yeah. So yeah, the Klingons have, you know, their classic birds of prey of different classes, which look pretty good. And again, their stations look unique. The Romulans are hanging out up here. They've had a very quiet game. They have not really expanded much at all. Don't know why. Let's take a look at them. Yeah. Really, really cool. You're not... They don't have any warbirds right now, do they? No, that's a warbird. We also have the Cardassians down here with their own ship set. The Dominion up here definitely has its own ship set, which I like a lot. The Jem'Hadar ships are some of my favorite in all of the Star Trek civilizations. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is massive. There's more than 1,400 stars here, so the game can run a little bit slower if you decide to play on the full map. There are smaller maps, some that just have the alpha and beta quadrant, some that just have the gamma quadrant, and some that just have the, oh god, that was a mistake, the delta quadrant over here. But I like playing on the largest map because why not, right? Now let's reload that so I can get rid of having a completely revealed map. The Star Trek mod, Star Trek New Horizons, when you go to install it, will ask you if you have also installed the Star Trek New Horizons content submod, and you can just install it there. You can also see on the mod page it's in a collection called the ST New Horizons, a Star Trek collection. That collection has a few things that you can also get, like different UIs that match different civilizations. You don't have to get those. The music mod you can get as well for some of the new mod or music that has been playing, but it should work okay on its own. I'm also playing with a mod that changes the backgrounds, Beautiful Universe 2.0, I think, and one that makes the borders smaller, which I think is called Tiny Borders, or something like that. The asteroid recently suffered an impact from another body within the asteroid belt, which resulted in a slightly changed orbit and massive crater on the surface. Nothing too interesting. Let's go send you up to land the Serpentis. We're in Arcturus. Great. Build a starbase there. Build a starbase there. Build all the starbases. There's so many stars. We're still in a pretty early phase of the game, just trying to expand and take systems. So a way this differs from Stellaris is this uses warp travel. This does not use hyperlane travel. So any ship can move to any star within range. So you get a lot more frantic wars and complicated defenses going on. Things aren't on rails as much as they are in vanilla Stellaris. Let's grab Above and Beyond. We're not going to use the land clearance edict. It's really good, but it costs influence, and influence is really hard to come by, and we're using all that influence just grabbing everything possible. But we're going to grab this all the same, not for the core sector systems bonus, which kind of sucks, but for Interstellar Dominion. Starbase influence cost 20% lower. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot, because starbase construction cost and influence is where most of our influence has gone. Right here. I need to hop into here, build a traffic control center.
Construction complete.
Oh, the way I discovered the other part of the galaxy was I just cheated there. I opened up the console and put in observer mode so you could see what's going on up there. You can send... Oh, the reason I've seen this, I have no idea. I have no idea how I know what's going on here. I think I exchanged sensor data with somebody who exchanged sensor data with somebody who exchanged sensor data with these people, but I didn't find out about them. So I really have no idea what's going on over here.
Establishing colony.
It's not a problem, it's just weird. After launching a classified probe, we've detected a damaged ship in Fomalhaut 5's atmosphere. The vessel appears to be in distress. It's researching. 70 Virginis. Oh, well. Traffic control center. I regret building all those planetary buildings now, because now I'm wanting to build stations and I can't. Okay, let's just keep surveying stuff here. Asteroid collision. After closer examination, we've discovered that a smaller asteroid consisting of almost entirely of precious minerals recently collided with HAL 413. This small but dense cache of metals was hidden just below the asteroid's surface, but now it's been discovered it should be accessible for mining.
Construction.
Okay, cool. Not gonna put that to very good use, but cool. Okay. There we go. Now you can actually build some stations. Jesus, that's expensive. Ships in this mod are incredibly more expensive. Generally, a lot of the balance is aimed at... You can find wormholes, but they're rare and they're special, I think. This won't end well. Sweeping dogs. After launching a shuttle to investigate, Captain Michael Lambert and a small team from the USS Jaeger have determined that the crew of the damaged vessel had fallen victim to a neurotoxin harmless to members of the away team, while leaving the aliens unconscious but alive. The captain has successfully hacked into the central computer and determined the toxin was picked up by the aliens after raiding a nearby star system. While looking to repair the ship's engines in order to lift the vessel from the gravity well, the captain was attacked by one of the alien vessel's crew, a female, apparently unaffected by the neurotoxin. A fight ensues and the captain is injured. The alien contacts the USS Jaeger with a list of demands, including repairs to the ship and a substantial material compensation. She threatens to kill the captain if her demands aren't met shortly. So, starve them out. We lose our scientists but gain minerals, which actually doesn't sound that bad. We accept the demands, which gives Michael a lot more experience. We lose influence, which I hate, and minerals, which I hate. Or we will be respected, destroy the vessel. We lose the scientists, we lose... but we gain influence. Now, mechanically, I want this one, but we're playing the United Federation of Planets. We're egalitarian xenophile pacifists. We'd have to accept the demands. So he leveled up to level 5, and when he hit level 5, he acquired a new trait, Substance Abuser. Well, you know, I guess he walked away from that experience a changed man. Interstellar Logistics, done. Deep Strike Commandos, I'm not going to use them immediately, but better to have them than to not. Oh god, what have I done? Oh, ugly borders. And also a huge waste of influence to take over a system you don't directly border. It costs twice as much. Whoops. And also add some substantial piracy risk? Yeah. Whoops. Oh well.
The aliens have formed a federation.
No! Kelpians, no! You were supposed to join my federation. Who are you allied with? You are in a federation with... the Euridians. Okay, well... that's a pity. I want these two to join our federation, but they're too far away. Begin accession talks with... Let's talk with the Benzarians. They're closer. Low intensity. Don't need to be too urgent about this. How much is this going to cost? 180. Okay, end of the month. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Cool. Interspecies medical exchange. The interspecies medical exchange starts out as a really small thing over here, but it just spreads like a plague from people knowing about each other.
What is it now?
Do you really not know about anyone? You might know
What
about
is
someone
it
I know.
now?
I haven't tried the Star Wars mod at all. I've been thinking about it once I've played through this to the point where I've gotten to know everything, but I really don't know much about it. I heard really good things about it last year, but I never took the opportunity to check it out really. What? Oh, you're already building. Okay, good. Good. Alright, build. Build me a traffic control center. Building traffic control over and over and over really gets pretty expensive. Why don't you go and wait till the end of the month before building in Porima? This Star Trek New Horizons is the only comprehensive overhaul mod that I've played for Stellaris that's thoroughly impressed me with how many things they change. And you really have to play around with a lot of different civilizations in this mod before you can get a full image of just how much stuff they've messed around with.
Anomaly detected.
XR399 is home to a number of exquisite impact craters. However, something breaks the visual uniformity in one of the larger craters.
Initiating communications.
This. Nah. So
Initiating communications.
Nope. Still don't want to trade with you. Alright, so we have polaric ion power stations. I'm not going to use them, as they are very unhealthy for us. Let's go for next stage phaser energy weapons. I haven't upgraded our fleet in forever, because the need hasn't arisen. We never had the Zindi attack, so the Zindi never existed up here. And no, the Zinkethian and the Cardassians both hate us, but they hate each other too, so they're not doing anything. The Orions hate us, but they're tiny. The Nausicaans don't hate us? Yeah, they kind of love us. I don't... It's a little confusing. Marauding pirates in love with peaceful democratic federation of planets. Okay. I don't mind. Fender bender. While the crater in question was most likely the result of a regular meteorite impact, the complex patterns in the resulting depression originated at a later time. Science officer Vlada Krutov argues that these surface-level patterns are not the result of an impact but a collision, one between an asteroid, and some unspecified orbital installation or ship of alien make. So we get circuits in the dust, which gives a ton of engineering research.
Construction complete.
Deep Strike Commandos are done. Guild of Entertainment Directors? Probably. This lets us use natural attraction resources, and I know there's quite a few of those hanging around. Is this being colonized? Presumably. Okay, arguably. Somebody's building there. How about here? Nope, you can go build there. Cool. How about you? Are you all done building here? You are. This is being built in? Nope. Alright, go build there. Way lower. Go. Wait until I have 360 more minerals.
Anomaly detected.
Doppler effect. A wavering signal haunts Gamma Serpentis 6A, though it does not seem to originate from the planet's surface. We're about at the end of this hour. Now, it is... I'm tempted to keep streaming for a little bit, so I think I will. But if you are watching on YouTube, that means that this is going to be today's episode. There we go, end of the month. So, thanks for hanging out, YouTube. Make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that silly stuff. I'll be back tomorrow. You know how this goes if you're this far into the series. Till tomorrow, toodaloo, take care. Bye-bye.